Welcome back to Burn and Barrel, and today we're going to be reviewing Jefferson's Rye. Jefferson's is a distillery that is located in Crestwood, Kentucky. Jefferson's has a wide range of different products such as ryes, bourbons, and different aged at sea varieties and other different unique varieties of whiskey as well. This particular bottle is one of their newer releases, which is a straight rye blend. About 70% of the distillate comes from the US, and about 30% of the distillate comes from Canada. The age statements of the barrels in this blend vary. Some are 6 years, some are 7 years, and some are up to even 9 years old. The bottle itself is pretty unique to Jefferson. It's a more elongated pill shape. It's also got the family crest on the back and on the neck of the bottle with a nice wood top as well. And now, let's get right into the review.
So I've gone ahead and poured up the Jefferson's Reserve Rye here. So let's just go ahead and get right into the review. So on the color here, a little lighter, nothing too dark. The age statement on this one, I believe is quite lower, if it has one, I don't remember. I know it's a blend. It's a blend of bottles from Indiana, Tennessee, and Canada. It's about a 70%, 30% US-Canada split. It's a blend of ryes, and it says straight rye. So I believe this is going to be at least a 2-year product. However, it could be more, it could be less, I'm not sure, but it's definitely no more than, like, I would assume maybe 4. Just because the color here is telling me that there's maybe a little youngness in it, but that again could just be because there's Canadian rye in it, which is probably gonna be lighter just because it's a colder climate to age in. So the color's not gonna tell me much about like what the overall flavors of this is gonna be, but I can get a good indication of it. So let's just get right into the nose. So it's a little lighter. And not just in terms of the strength, in terms of the actual notes. So like, I'm not getting nothing deep or dark here. Like if you watched my previous review, this is a good contrast to that. So the previous review I did was the virgin bourbon, and I got some of those darker notes just at a lighter strength. I got like a brown sugary, like caramelly, kind of like those kind of like darker notes, but they weren't as strong as you would typically have in some older product or some more sought after product. And so it was an interesting dynamic, and I liked it for that. But this one has the lighter version of those notes. Like it's not brown sugar, it's not like deep molasses or nothing like that. This one's just like a nice like caramelly, like orangey, kind of a little, maybe a little grassy. Like just very bright notes. Like this is almost just feels like a thing that you would kind of imagine you drink in the spring. Like if you could bottle up like spring as a season, I think this is just what you would kind of get. Just kind of bright, light, like I say light, but that's still just in terms of the notes. The strength on this, like I can back off a little bit and still get a decent amount of those notes. So like the strength on this is actually not that bad, and this is an 88 proof bottle. So like it's considerably less than that virgin bourbon I did, last time, which was 101 proof, and I'm still getting a similar kind of like, I would say a similar strength profile in terms of how much of the notes I'm getting. But again, you may think you're not getting much just because the actual notes themselves are lighter in nature, literally. So this one may just be because of that, playing like little mind tricks. But I definitely think the strength profile, as far as this one and the virgin bourbon goes, I think they're probably similar, even though this one is 13 proof points less. So that gets me a little excited just to see what kind of blend we've got here and what's actually going on. So let's just get right into that. Well, immediately I can tell this is a rye. It's just got that rye characteristic on it. A little like toothpastey, minty. Not even toothpaste. What am I saying? It's more of just like if you've ever taken a mint leaf and just eating the mint leaf. So you get that, or at least just like if you're drinking like a mojito or something, you accidentally eat a mint leaf from them being left muddled in the bottom. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Like you get that little minty spice in there, but it also just has like a like that little like grassy, naturey type note to it. Like you're actually eating something green. So I'm getting a little bit of that, like that kind of characteristic on it, the combination of minty and actual leaf. But I'm also getting a little bit of like a, it's hard to describe. It's almost just like a barbecue, but like not like a super dark one. Like it's if you've watched my review on it, I did Jack 14, which is actually just right here. I did a review on Jack 14, and on that one, I got like a really nice, savory, dark barbecue note, like brown sugar all the way, like nice, dark barbecue savory note. This I'm getting like, it's almost like sugar-free barbecue, if that makes any sense, which I know exists, but it's lighter than that even. Like, it almost just feels like barbecue water. Like you've taken like equal parts barbecue and water and mixed it together, and then you like just use that in the distilling process for this. That's kind of what it's like. Like it's very, very light, but I feel like it's there enough. Because there's no other way I can just kind of describe that. I mean, it almost leans into like almost a meaty thing, but not like, I'm not tasting like beef jerky or nothing on this thing, but like it definitely has that slight barbecue-y note to it. I'm getting like on the sweetness, like it's a little sweeter, but it's like a honey barbecue, so like a little honey-ish in there. But it's very nice. Like I like the combination of flavors that I'm getting here. Both nose and the palate, like it's good stuff. The finish is not too punchy. It's not too like lingering. It's definitely just a nice mellow into the finish here. Yeah, I'm getting like I said, I was getting like that barbecue note and that like slightly honey note and or maybe like a honey caramel type thing. Definitely a lighter sweetness, and then again that mint just up front, but once you get to that back palate towards the finish, it really just drops off the barbecue note. I don't really get that much anymore on the palate into the finish. I don't really get the mint anymore. It's really just that little sweetness on the end, and then I get a little bit of just the like a spice, like a baking spice almost. So that's just kind of what I get from it. It's nothing, like it's not too complex on the finish. And it's pretty short, like it kind of just comes and goes, but that's not bad considering that, again, this is an 88 proof bottle. Again, it's, 70% US, 30% Canadian rye blend. I think this is a fairly newer product from Jefferson's, I believe. I know they have like all the Jefferson's Ocean stuff, which I haven't personally tried, but I also personally haven't heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard it's okay, but especially for that price, it's almost just gimmicky. But this is just I say more straightforward, just blend of ryes that they just wanted to put out, and I'm a fan of it. I mean, I really like this, and considering the price point, I think this can go as low about like $30. I got mine for $40 just because I think the area I'm in is a little bit more controlled. So this one's a little bit more expensive, but I was willing to pay it just because I've heard good things about this, even at like $30, saying it was a really good value. So I figured at 40, it wouldn't be that bad of a value anyways. And I think at 40, I think it's pretty good. I don't think I would pay much more than 40. Like I would maybe pay mid 40s, but like no more than that. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say, man, this is just a amazing bottle. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're just gonna absolutely be floored with this thing. But I am gonna sit here and say that you would absolutely get your money's worth by trying this. If you like ryes, this is definitely a rye drinker's rye. I think it's got that mintiness. I think it's definitely got all the rye characteristics you would want. If you're not into rye, you may not, because it's definitely got some decent mint presence, kind of rye presence there. But the proof is low, so it may not be too bad. But I would say if you are already kind of dipped your toes into rye already a little bit, this may be a good step from a bourbon drinker's rye to like a regular rye, and then to a really good rye. This may be the stepping stone kind of between those two. So if you ever get your chance to try this, you definitely should. I personally recommend. Again, for me, I think it's a similar to how, like I said, with the virgin bourbon, very similar strength profiles, but the flavors are very different. Considering this is a rye blend versus a charcoal filtered bourbon, but I think just the strength profile is very similar. So again, I'm gonna give this about a 5 or a 6, somewhere like maybe a slightly above average type of score. So if you're able to get this and try it, I again recommend. It's definitely a solid rye for anybody.
I hope you enjoyed this review of Jefferson's Rye. As always, I've left a summarized version of this review down in the description below, alongside a link to Jefferson's website to view this product. If you like this review, be sure to check out the other ones that you see on screen and some of the other ones I have done on this channel as well. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time here on Bird and Barrel.